Long ride, so you better buckle. Man, I'm real tired of being subtle. When I come up, y'all in trouble. Woo.
The moment we've been waiting for is here. Finally, the arc that we've been waiting for is here. Finally, we are watching the arc that we all wanted to see. And finally, The Rock has come back. Sorry. Welcome back, YouTube. It's your boy, Anthony X, and I am back with another video, man. I want to say about this episode, the first episode of the Entertainment District arc. I give that a standing ovation. That was the strongest episode of Demon Slayer I've ever seen. Stronger than every single episode of season 1. Stronger than the Mugen Train arc that I love so much. It was the strongest one. And it starts with us wrapping up the Mugen Train arc story. The Demon Slayers is just showing the agony that the Demon Slayer Corps were in. But the leader of the Demon Slayer Corps said, let's do it for Rengoku. Let's do it for Rengoku, man. If this is what he wanted, if this is how violently he's fought, we can't let him down. And my boy Tanjiro, he does it. He does what he promised Rengoku in this episode. But before we get to that, let's talk about how this episode started. This was the coldest opening that I've ever seen of this show. I'm not talking about when they're wrapping up the Mugen Train arc. I'm talking about after the credits or after the opening scene when we see a little boy walking in the dark to his new adopted parents who's bragging about how this is the best child that he's ever seen. The guy, apparently he's a businessman, is saying that he's going to give his business to his adopted son because he loves him so much and this is the smartest boy he's ever seen. And his friend is saying, I wish I had a son like that. My son is just a failure, or blah, 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 blah. And then we see who this boy is. And if you don't see what I put in the intro, there's going to be spoilers. If you have not watched this episode, do not watch this video. I'm about to give it all away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope you're gone. If you haven't seen the video, but as soon as you, if you haven't seen the episode, but as soon as you watch the episode, come back, please. Thank you. Who do we see? We see Muzan. The boy is Muzan. He's a shapeshifter, and this is the new form he's in. And the upper third demon, who I won't say his name if y'all know, for I have the beef with him. But I guess since we... No, I ain't gonna even say his name. I was about to say, since we are past the Mugen Train arc, I can say his name for this arc. I'm not, man. Still not. I'm still carrying that anger. But we see him coming to the boy, and he's like, I've done what you, I'm ready to report. And then the boy turns around, his eyes turn to Muzan eyes. And he's just, giving a report. And then Muzan says, you couldn't even kill all the Demon Slayer corpse. You can't. Why are the Demon Slayers still around, bruh? You serious? Get out of here. All right, then we move on. Because I don't want to get into a summary of the episode. I'm hoping we can just talk about it. I'm hoping we can just speak about the episode. So, okay, my boy Tanjiro, he goes to tell Shinjiro and Rengoku's dad that, Rengoku's message that he has for them. And this boy is a dog because he left early. He left the training early, and he's going to fulfill his duty, man. He don't care that he's bleeding, that he just got stabbed in the stomach a couple days prior. So he sees Shinjiro, he sees Rengoku, and he's just talking to Shinjiro. He's just talking to him, saying what, talking all these messages about Rengoku, speaking about how much he respects Rengoku. And then Rengoku's dad comes out with all this haterade, with being, he's drinking, he's a drunk, he's an alcoholic, he's a very miserable man. And at first he's just talking crap, like, don't talk about Rengoku. Rengoku was weak, that's why he got killed. He's not a talented swordsman, that's how he got killed. There's only a handful of talented swordsmen, and he's not one of them. Just being a horrible person. And if you remember from Mugen Train arc, we see Rengoku's dad in the first episode of the Mugen Train arc. We see him just being this sweet, kind, hero. And now he's just like, he couldn't be further from that and where his current state is. And Rengoku, and Tanjiro is not having it. Tanjiro is like, bro, you ain't about to talk mess to my boy Rengoku? And Rengoku's dad sees the earrings. And he's like, did you come here to mock me? What are you talking about, bro? You are a sun breather. You are a sun breather. You have the sun breathing technique. And I said, the sun breathing technique? That's not anything we learned. And this was what I'm gonna tell you, because I actually did see something about the sun breathing technique on Instagram, and that's why before this episode came out, I'm an anime dude. Y'all know that. I freaking put not interested in every single anime thing that they gave me on my explore page on Instagram, just so they can't ruin these things anymore. But they talk about the sun breathing technique. And Rengoku's dad, and he's saying, did you come here to mock me, bro? Why you bringing this up, bro? You know you a sun breather. Don't be coming up here looking down on us. And Tanjiro's like, What are you talking about? Rengoku's dad still talking that crazy stuff. Talking about how the sun breathing technique is the first and most powerful technique, and all the other techniques has spawned from this technique. And I said, Is Tanjiro the last sun breather? We have Avatar the Last Airbender. Is Tanjiro the last sun breather? And he's just like talking about, like the sun breathing technique. And we learn in the earrings, because, even Muzan saw those earrings and kind of was shaken when he saw Tanjiro. And he put out a hit on Tanjiro right after that. But we see a little bit about Tanjiro's backstory. We finally get to see a little bit about Tanjiro's backstory, and that's what I think we have all been waiting for, because ever since the first season and when Mizan saw him and he saw those earrings, we've been thinking like, bro, what do those earrings mean? And then ever since we saw the flashbacks when Tanjiro was talking about how he saw his dad during the dance, we're like, what does that mean? And we're finally starting to get a little piece by piece, and that's why I love this episode. I love that they gave us that that little tidbit. I love that we're starting to finally, explore who was Tanjiro's family, like who was his dad, like who are the Tanjiros, and I do want to say Rengoku's dad is a horrible dad, but we do know he feels guilt somewhere. I feel like he feels. I think what happened when he became Hashira. I think something happened to him during his battles where he failed somewhere, and he just couldn't live with himself, and that's why I think he became an alcoholic. Because he's trying to drink the pain away, and you see a little bit about that when Shinjiro is talking to his dad, and he's saying, "Hey, I just want to let you know what Rengoku said about you before he passed." And Rengoku's dad, saying that crazy crap. And Shinjiro says, take care of yourself. That was his last message. And he still tells him, regardless of whether or not he wants to hear it. And Rengoku's dad goes to take a sip of his beverage, and he doesn't have any more. And he just sees Rengoku come to him so vividly. And you can tell that he's dealing with the guilt, maybe of how he handled Rengoku, maybe about the fact that he couldn't protect somebody from something, maybe the fact that he couldn't protect Rengoku from going down this path. Maybe what I'm thinking happened is that Rengoku's dad saw how horrible, like, imagine being a demon slayer. This isn't like the most positive, amazing job. Like, this is a horrible, grimy job. This is a horrible, grimy job where you don't really get recognized for what you're doing. It's not like everybody knows that the demons are out there. The Demon Slayer corps are like relatively unknown, and they're not this like high profile position. They're just doing what they gotta do. And the fact that Rengoku's dad saw something so just insane on the scene, I think he tried to protect his kids from that. And that's why he's telling his kids, you're worthless as a swordsman, you're worthless as go do something else, because he knows that, it's a grimy job. And I'm happy that Tanjiro got to tell Shinjiro to follow your dreams, follow your heart, because that's the message that Rengoku, he wanted to leave for his brother. And Tanjiro, he's just being like a great person. He did that. And like something that just crossed my mind is the sun breathing technique, right? That's Tanjiro's family ancestral breathing technique. And when we looked inside Tanjiro's spiritual core, what did we see? We saw the sun. And I think that has something to do with that. And I think that, I'm so serious, I think Tanjiro is going to become like the fire. I'm pretty sure he's going to become the fire Hashira. And that's why his brother, or Rengoku's brother, gave Tanjiro Rengoku's old, I think sword stash. But like, we get to see Tanjiro grow in this episode, and we get to see after he saw Rengoku's family, he trains for 4 months with Inosuke and Zenitsu, and they're training. And even Zenitsu, even though he's still scared, he's still like, kind of shaken up about everything, he's still going out there, and he's still really making sure that he's taking care of business. And of course, Inosuke is getting stronger, and we get to see Tanjiro becoming stronger. Tanjiro is now to the point in his journey where like the lower demons are afraid of him. Like, they're afraid of him, because in the battle that we did see him fight the demon, like he's a new person. He has like an attack sequence with his sister now, with Nezuko, and like they're really just going all in. Even the demon was running from him saying, "Who is this dude? Who is this dude? Why am I feeling this way?" Tanjiro stepped in that room so smooth. He said, "Bro, I hope, like, get your affairs in order. Basically, you're done." The demon gets his little burst of bravery, or a burst of courage, and Tanjiro still takes him out. And Tanjiro, like, we get to see a new Tanjiro in this season. We get to see the changes that he's going to go to, and we're really on this journey with this man, and that's really awesome to see, because I think, me personally, after I saw this episode, I said, and I've been saying this, I really think this, I think Demon Slayer has the potential, and don't get mad at me what I'm about to say, I think Demon Slayer has the potential to be the greatest anime. I really do. And I'm an anime dude. I've seen Naruto, I've seen Death Note, I've seen all these animes you can throw at me. I think Demon Slayer's story, I've seen Attack on Titan, and Attack on Titan right now is my favorite anime. But in Naruto is like neck and neck. But I just think that the story and the heart that this anime has, bro, I think it's gonna take over. Because the thing I like about the older anime is it just has so much heart. Naruto has so much heart. And like, I know Naruto gets repetitive with the flashbacks in Naruto Shippuden, but the story as a whole just has so much heart. And I think that's why why the fans really are passionate about Naruto characters. And I think Demon Slayer, like, bro, like, Tanjiro is that dude. And Tanjiro, we get to see his journey. We get to see how tough this is for him. This man lost his family while he was out on a trip. He blames himself for that. Then he finds a Hashira that he's gonna take him under his wing, and then he loses him during the same train ride. Like, Tanjiro went through a lot. He lost his dad before that incident happened with his family. He lost his dad already. He has to be the man of the house. And this man just constantly just lives up to the expectation. I know, like, this video is gonna be so long because I'm all in on Tanjiro, bro. I'm all in on Tanjiro. And I know, like, I try to keep these videos short, but I really love this episode. I know the big reveal that we get to see is that now Tenjin is the Hashira, right? He's the sound Hashira. I know that from Instagram clips. Ugh. But I shouldn't have told y'all that. Hey, spoiler. But I'm gonna probably cut that out. We get to see Tenjin. We get to see that he's not nearly as likable as Rengoku. He handles his business as a Hashira much different than Rengoku, and I think it's okay to see that spectrum of Hashira, because not every Hashira is going to be Rengoku. Not every Hashira is going to be like this ultimate amazing hero, super person, amazing cool guy. Some Hashira is just as grimy and gritty as the job that they're being called to do, and it might be needed for some Hashira to progress like this. And Tenjin is a shinobi. What that means is a ninja. I know that because of Naruto, and I know that because of Ghost of Tsushima. But we get to really experience this episode together. I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy because I saw something, and I know if y'all look at the last video for the Mugen Train arc, y'all see that I said, you know, we gotta wait a couple weeks for this, because I did see something on these Instagram clips. I'm telling y'all, stay off of them. But I did see something that said that the episode was going to get pushed back to December 12th. I'm so happy that didn't happen. I'm so happy to watch this episode. I'm so happy to watch this season and see how this arc plays out. I think this is going to be the best season yet. And I know, like, oh, it's only been one season before. I get that. I think this is going to be the best season yet of a great show in the future. Like, give us this, when this story is complete, I'm pretty sure that you can make an argument how Demon Slayer was the best anime ever. I'll holla at y'all next time, man. Thank y'all for watching. If you can, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the post notifications button. So you know, I just want y'all to know when I'm posting. If y'all do care about the content, I would love to see a comment. I get so happy when I saw those 1 and 2 comments in the comment section. I really love seeing those. So let me know what you think. Maybe you disagree that Demon Slayer is going to be the greatest anime ever. You know, that's fine. I think it could be. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it will be. I'm just saying it has the potential to be. So thank y'all for watching. I'll holler at y'all next time. See you later, man.